Gender West Side Beer.
We're in tip-top shape today.
Guys, welcome to the episode of Into the West Comics. My name is Frank. As we all start to scoot in here, Sonny is here.
Oh, hello. Hey. What's going on? Oh. And there he is.
Hey, I've been here this whole time, everybody.
He was doing his yoga.
That's awesome.
Oh, perfect.
You ruined my intro.
Oh, am I still on? Oh, hi.
How's it going?
Morning.
The Don is
which one?
here. The Don. Don, hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
It's good to see you.
I can't hear you.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Can't wait to talk about Scream.
Why'd you say it so low?
Oh,
I know why.
I get it.
Since you ran over there, I didn't get a chance to show you your little pin that I got you.
What is it?
Oh, it's here.
It's
Rocket?
it's a Rocket Funko Pop pin.
It came here from actually
beautiful.
across the galaxy. That's why it took so long.
No. I've had it I had it on Christmas. I apologize. It's just been small and I just left it around.
I gave you a pretty good excuse.
That's
I mean,
how much you
didn't
care
take-
about me.
I liked Paul's
Thank you.
reason that it was across the galaxy because he was guarding it.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, boy.
Does it look?
Hey, Paul started this, Frank.
Hot Dog Paul is here.
Hi,
We're a mess.
how's it going?
I feel great.
It's okay. We've got a whole hour to figure this
I was about
out,
to start
guys. We're gonna
yelling
be
at Quan, but
we're gonna be
he's-
live this evening for an hour. You saw Shane. There he is again.
That's pretty cool, right?
It's beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Can you do that again? That was kind of wonderful.
I know the little rack focus action.
Oh, I feel like you're like unboxing something.
Look, check it out, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a good way to keep our viewers.
You're saying no one cares about my...
No,
I'm the one
not
that
at-
asked you to do it. So
not
if
at
anyone,
all.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like, subscribe, send to your friends, comment, hang out with us.
I'm going to put them right next to Miss Minutes. on
Please
my,
do.
my
I
deck.
was gonna say. I hope you wear it.
Absolutely. Put them on
looks,
right now.
It looks good.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny. Shane just started yelling.
Let's watch this for the next few minutes.
That's usually me. Dude.
So, guys,
Yeah,
on Sunday night we got.
Us was so good.
It was really good. We got our second episode of The Last of Us. Want to get your guys' reactions, your thoughts. I have some questions for you because you know that I'm not exactly the Last of Us expert.
Okay.
okay.
You know, but I have some questions for you. But I want to get your reaction. What did you think of the second episode of Last of Us?
I don't want to go first because last time all I did was say how awesome it was.
Donovan, what did you think?
It was so awesome.
The show is knocking it out of the park. I mean, the fan service is obviously the one thing that people are loving the most out of this.
Yeah.
For sure.
But in a real close second, and possibly even tied for that, it's just the way they're telling the story.
I agree.
They're telling it in a way that's kind of different, but not so different.
Mhm.
It's little nuances, like the way Joel took his bag down. to go through his stuff.
Yeah,
was
like the
just
animation
game.
from the game,
Like,
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like just little things like that.
Even
that
the
are fun.
bandages, dude. I love
But the
it. Dude.
story is just so
It's compelling.
good. I didn't think that you can get as compelling as the games
Mhm.
were concerned, but they're doing it. Like they
yeah.
have me invested in the same amount, but also like it just feels different. It's a very different way. I have loved everything that they have done so far.
Mhm.
I am hopeful for where this season is going to go and possibly the next season.
You masked a burp because I burped right when you did that.
Oh, perfect. Yes, dude. It was
So
meant to
I-
happen.
So much for masking it. Just told everybody.
It's kind of synergy we've got here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah,
Okay,
It was great.
Sorry.
hot dog.
I loved it. I think it was every bit as good as the. I deserve that. I deserve that.
He
I
masked
think
it.
it was. I think it was every bit as good as the first episode. I actually liked it more than the first episode. And that's
Ooh,
not
okay.
a slight on the first episode.
Not at all. I feel
I just thought it was a little more succinct, and it really made me love Ellie.
Yes.
I didn't love her in the first
we
episode.
talked about that, yes.
But I think this redeemed her in every single way. There's a part where she gets they get attacked by a zombie, and it gets kind of crazy. And then they have to after they survive, they have to walk across like a small plank between buildings. And Joel's like, watch out, that's probably pretty scary. She's like, no, that was scary.
Yeah, bro.
This is a piece of wood. And she walks across it without any hesitation. I was
Yes,
like,
dude.
she makes a good point, because if I had just been attacked by a zombie, I wouldn't be so afraid
Yeah.
of a tiny little bridge.
Nah,
I'm
that's
like,
fine.
whatever, I can handle this.
don't you love how like no pun intended, that how Ellie's growing on him?
Yeah.
Like you can see
Yeah,
that
that's
in the
funny.
game. Like it's fun, not the game, but in the show.
No, I got you. Yeah.
But
I knew what you meant.
they're doing it in the same way, like where he starts to feel for her, and they're doing it in a really cool
And
way.
I
in
think
the
this show should serve as a message to all people out there who might be producing a video game show. Tell the story it tells in the game.
Yep.
Yo, dude,
You
for
do
real.
not have to change it.
You don't.
Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, Tomb Raider, all this crap,
Mortal
World of
Kombat.
Warcraft, Mortal Kombat. They just change things. The
Yeah.
Halo series is a huge criminal of that.
I think they try to change it
Just
so
change
much.
There's
Yeah.
changing far too
Relax.
much of it.
They're trying to be original.
The only major change that I know that happens from the first game to this that we've seen so far is a little light spoiler alert. When they get attacked at the end of the second episode, it is the military
Yeah,
in
it's
the game.
Fedra.
It is the zombies in the show.
Yeah.
I think that is a good change. I think it puts the zombies at the forefront of the show and makes them scary and makes
Yeah.
you have to worry about them.
So
and I think
creepy.
that's really, really good. That was a smart change, but it didn't really change any of the parameters of that scene. That
Understood.
scene still plays out the same. It has the same stakes, and the same things still go down. And I really am loving the fact that they're telling the story that everyone wanted to see.
For sure.
They're not trying to be outsmart it and tell a different story.
Yeah,
Which
for
is
sure.
like pretty much what I didn't watch the Halo series, but apparently that's what happened in that. They're like, oh, let's just tell our own story with this dude who we're going to call Master Chief.
They take Master Chief's helmet off in the first episode.
Yo, that already. I was already like, I'm done
And
with this
oh,
one.
same here.
Yeah, I was like, this is
Same here. I was like,
trash.
oh, so they're not.
So it's just nothing.
This is nothing like the
The culprit of the burp.
What do you got over there?
doc.
What do you think?
Of course, I'm on board as well as far as loving it is concerned. What I loved, the thing I loved about it the most is Tess. I think Tess, if any, that character is showed Joel. I keep forgetting names, so I'm looking down at it. Joel. She shows Joel how important this girl is, and that kind of warms their relationship as well. Like, you
Yeah.
could see that Ellie is just from Tess explaining to Joel how important this little girl could really be. He doesn't believe a thing
Yeah.
about how important she might be, but Tess is, and the way it's conveyed is brilliant. It's brilliantly done, and it made me care more about Ellie as well. You know what I mean? Because if you didn't like her in the first episode, you liked her even more.
I'd agree with
I
And
felt
that.
that
that's
way
what
in the
that's what
second
you said.
episode,
You
yeah.
know, I think like coming from a game fan point of view, they found actors that were fans of the show to be the clickers. So doing the movements for me, seeing that was
That scene was terrifying.
pretty.
It was
very creepy.
Yeah.
It was incredibly creepy, and you can feel the tense moments. Like he was like, they can't see, they can hear, and like you wanted to. I was thinking quietly when I was watching the scene. You know what I mean? Like I'm
no,
like,
that's a great way to put it. Yeah,
I'm just like,
You're
I
like,
hope
I can't be loud.
be loud at this point. So
Hope he doesn't
That's
hear
how
my
intense
thoughts.
it was.
no,
man.
it
You
was.
didn't
It really
want
was.
that many more
It really
until-
was.
Oh my god.
And it was just so compelling that they can do little switches up, at the end when it was the zombies instead of Fedra. So I'm thinking something's gonna happen because the whole time I'm like, oh man, I know like she's playing off this limp. She's not.
And then for that
Right.
cold open, we're going to get to that in a second. We've got somebody on the line. I had to bring in a resident expert
Oh.
to call in because I
Uh-oh.
mean I was just a fan. I may have been drinking
I know,
when I
this
was
is-
watching this expert about the Last of Us. He's calling all the way from the woods,
woods.
up there in
I
the great
miss him.
Northwest. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm struggling with good reception, but I am here. It's dark, and there's at least 3 trees. Oh, there's 4. I turned around.
Oh
All
God!
right.
Oh no!
But we're good. We're doing good.
Good to see you.
How
and
have you
hear
been
from
liking this
buddy.
show,
Good to see
Jonathan?
him.
Well, this show, like Paul was saying, the whole table is saying, they're just doing the exact same thing as the game was, and there's a little bit of change ups, but it's like the don't mess with the good thing,
Yeah,
and they're really just very aware of what they have as a property
for
and the
sure.
amount of people that already have played the games.
For sure.
If you make like Paul said, if you redo Uncharted and they made an Uncharted show, there's this whole entire environment of people who saw the movie because they were Uncharted fans. They didn't see it because, I really hope they change this story.
Exactly.
I'm not
Okay.
watching this Last of Us story. I'm like excited. I'm not excited for them to change things, but I want them to do things a little bit different. And the Fedra thing at the end of the episode, I was like, okay, this is like a little taste of them like changing the script a little bit.
And it works.
And the third episode, we're going to be introducing to my favorite character in Last of Us because he's just crazy.
He's the best.
It's
And
Bill. Is that the
there's
character's name?
these things. Yeah, Bill. It's played by
Nick.
Offerman,
It's
right?
Offerman. Nick Offerman.
Offerman, yep.
So good. Such
Yeah,
good
Nick
casting.
Offerman. His character's wild, and he's like a person that I believe exists in the universe because Joel. There's times in the game where he just like looks at Ellie and he just has these eyes that are like, I'm tired and I've already done everything, so why do I need to keep pushing myself?
Yeah.
Mm.
And then in the show or in the game too, and I hope that they unpack it more in the show, is that he doesn't really get time to like fully cope with Tess,
Yeah. It's just like go,
and it's kind of not who he is. Yeah.
I was gonna mention
So
this.
I don't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a little connected.
The trees.
The last thing that I got, the beginning of the second episode, how they were in Indonesia.
So good.
Yeah.
And they have the biological whatever expert, the fungus
Oh,
expert.
That's my
I
favorite.
thought that
scene.
was
That was so good, dude.
It was
All the beginning of
incredible.
the episode.
I thought that was
amazing.
so cool.
So
when she
yeah.
real quick, Frank, the
You're
part where
good.
she tells him
Bomb.
how many got out, and he says 14,
She's
Yeah.
like, bomb.
and her
Just
her
hit the
hand
bu- you have
to-
shaking.
you have to bomb
when
the-
she's holding
Bomb.
a team, and then she says bomb. I went, oh my
Bomb.
god,
Bomb the city.
Very good. Anyway, sorry, Frank.
No, I was going to say, Jonathan, I don't know if you had read about this or not, but they were going to change the cold open. They were going to do a background story on Tess as the cold open in the place of this
interesting.
doctor visiting these other the professionals in Indonesia when she's
They
suggesting
made the
that
right
they
call not
bombed it.
doing it.
I was gonna say they made the
and
right
they're
call.
going to move. They said they still might do it. They're going to move the kind of background story for Tess and her son into something else.
It might be
later,
the beginning
later
of
on.
episode 3. That
Yeah, I
might
don't
be-
have
that
anything
might
could.
against-
because she just died.
I don't have anything against seeing Tess's backstory. I think
No.
that will be great. But I think as we're learning more about the virus early on in the show, this is where that part needed to be at.
For sure.
Especially as
Yeah.
a follow up to the cold
Yeah.
open from the first episode. I think that flowed really, really well
Yeah.
and made you realize just how dire the situation was. Even retroactively, this expert is like, no, there is no cure, which kind of spins into what Joel is feeling in this episode and what Ellie represents. And I just really hope, I agree with Jonathan. I hope that they tell the story that is told in the games, and there are some twists and turns along the way, but there are some major pillars of things that happen in the game. I've played a good part of the second game.
Yeah.
That need to happen in this show. The showrunners, and I believe they do to this point, and I'm confident they will. They need to have the balls to do what the game did because that's what made it so incredible.
I hope, I don't know what it would be because season 2 I'm pretty sure is confirmed. It would probably be like season 3, maybe even 4 to do part 2 of The Last of Us.
Yeah,
correctly.
Take their time. Yeah.
If and when they do that, I'm not gonna go. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I think that they will. I think, spoiler alert. I'm trying to dance around it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. They do have the room to work around giving Bella Ramsey this main character component.
Yes.
Sure.
2 or 3 years into.
I love that she's still Bella Ramsey. Was that her name?
Her name is Bella Ramsey.
Oh,
Yeah.
why did I think that was her name in Game of Thrones?
No,
No,
Lyanna Mormont.
Sorry. Her last name's Ramsey.
I don't know
Sorry,
nothing
folks.
about, I don't know nothing about Games of Thrones, and I knew the name.
Games of Thrones.
Hey, man.
There was
Hey,
one
man.
game that they played, bro.
I don't know, bro. There was like 9 seasons. People hated the last season.
No,
Maybe there was
you're
too many
fact.
games in the last season. I don't know.
But I'm just saying, though.
Fact.
I'm just saying, though. Like you said, if they have the cojones to do what happens further down and in the beginning of Last of Us Part 2, it would be interesting to see. And I think if they have the budget to be
I think they have an opportunity to do something similar to the MCU. Tell the stories we love, tell those characters as we know them, and as they garner goodwill, they can kind of sprinkle in their own storytelling elements, but you have to gain the trust and the acceptance of those who already love this before you can start doing your own thing.
Fact.
Yeah.
Factual.
Jonathan, are you still there in the woods?
I am.
Okay,
I
we're gonna get to there. He is.
Cold.
Real quick, we just wanted to. I wanted to ask one more question, and then I'll let you go back inside where there's heat, or you can build a fire.
We made him go
I don't
outside
know.
for this, actually.
I made him go outside in the woods and walk.
Go outside and give
So
me
he
a
has the feel of wandering around in an apocalyptic world. For this show, how important to you? I'm gonna ask these guys too after you answer. How important is it to you that they stay so close to the source material? Do you care if they vary from episode to episode with the original source material? I want to know what you thought,
in what he says.
and then we're gonna see you in a few weeks, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Not on
hopefully
screen.
No. Yeah. There's a plan for that too.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I hope in these next 2 episodes, for me, is the requirement of stuff that they need to play, like beat for beat from the plot of the story, and then there's only one other pivotal part in the first Last of Us game where we really get to see Ellie do Ellie things.
Okay.
That's not like spoiling anything, but Ellie just she becomes less of a whiner and more of a
Fighter.
more
He
true to
gets
who she
a
is.
gun.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want them to do the next 2 episodes with Bill, and after they do Bill, and then they leave. Hopefully, if they survive, who knows? That'd be the crazy part too, is they just decide, all these characters are dead, and now it's 2 other people. It's that girl from Indonesia, the old lady, and someone else. No, I would hate that,
that'd be great.
but you never know, right?
You never know.
I'm just hoping that they play ball for the next 2 episodes, and then they might be able to just deviate a little bit more as long as we get. And we've seen the trailers, so there is a sequence that I know that they're going to be doing. They just have to.
The little DLC
But yeah, they
DLC
can change
stuff.
it up a little bit more and give us a little bit more Last of Us content.
All right. Sounds good.
Love that.
Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Your hair looks great. The beard is incredible.
Oh my god.
Love you.
Thank you so much.
Love you, buddy.
See you soon, buddy.
Love you too. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Talk to you later.
Peace out.
Love you.
Bye.
I was gonna mention. I mean, it's got nothing to do with Last of Us. I'm gonna let you guys answer the question. He put up the Jared Leto. Thank you, Quan. Put up the Jared Leto
What do you mean?
graphic.
That was Jonathan.
No, I mean the Jonathan
The-
graphic.
Yeah.
He looks
The
a lot
new-
like
that's-
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
He's supposed
striking.
to be the lead in the next Tron movie. Not Jonathan. Jared Leto.
He was in the last one, right?
He was. I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
know.
pretty
that.
No way.
He was.
Oh,
No, he
last,
wasn't.
Last week, somebody told me no about something. I'm pretty sure Jared Leto
Anybody
is
in the chat
Tron Legacy.
figure out
Yeah.
if
I don't
he was-
remember.
We're gonna find out.
I don't remember.
I would put at least $2 on the fact that Jared Leto was in
but
Tron
Real
Buy
Legacy.
you a
quick,
chopped
Sonny, how
cheese.
concerned are you that? I mean, not how concerned. Is it a big deal for you for them to stay close to the source material?
If I were to say 1 out of 10, it's 9 for me to do stay.
Okay.
I definitely like when they switch it up because that gives me time, or it gives me a reaction that like I'm not gonna go into it knowing. I knew what happened with Tess.
I was wrong.
I knew you were wrong.
Well, okay, all right, hold on. With the Blade director thing last week, I was right. And everyone's like, no. All right, sorry.
No, I think with the rep, what they're doing, they have to go like towards sticking towards the ropes. I guess. I don't know. They it's too good not to, and I think if they deviate too much off of what already is a great story, I mean, like they're doing the blueprint of what we always say for DC to do. Like you have a good blueprint of something, make the show or a movie about something good. Like you don't need to be unique and different and all this kind of stuff. They ventured out. It's not The Walking Dead. People do already the comparisons. This is way more badass.
This is so much better than Walking Dead.
Oh,
but it has those. It has the. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
God, yeah. Cheers.
It has the feeling of the first couple seasons of Walking Dead.
It
though,
does
because there's a lot
gritty.
of creepy things. Well, you have I can't remember her name. Carol's daughter in the barn that comes out on when she's on Herschel's farm.
So creepy.
That is scary.
Yes. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
terrifying.
That has it's the show was scary.
First
First
moments.
couple
It became
seasons
very
were good.
goofy, but I mean it was.
First 2 seasons were good, and then they just went off the rails.
Carl.
How about you for the source material versus what we're
Hey.
seeing on screen? I mean,
The only thing I'm worried about when it comes to these shows is that we see everything stick to what it's supposed to be, and then they take one huge detail and they completely change it. And
Stop.
you go, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, dude, it kills the whole
I
thing.
don't think that this show is going to do
I
that.
don't either.
There's a
I don't
small
either.
fear that it might, but I don't think it will. If they continue to go on the trajectory that they're going, this is going to continue to be a fantastic show, and it will get me to watch it every week. So I'm confident that it'll remain the same.
9
I'm like-
episodes. All in the game mentioned. Sorry, all in the game mentioned that there's not a 10th episode. That they could have had a 10th episode to kind of. It seems all the HBO shows
They're all
have
9.
Have 10. They have 9 or 10
It's
episodes.
like 9 or 10, and
Yeah.
I'm
We're
pretty
talking
sure
about The
I'm-
Last of Us?
It's only got 9 episodes.
9
yeah.
episodes.
Well, I mean, how do we know what's going to be happening by episode 9?
That's true.
They're hour-long episodes.
Well, next week is supposed to be 75 minutes long. So,
Yeah.
Sign me up, bro.
Cool.
so
Run it.
Go ahead with the talking about source material versus what we're
I think
seeing.
I'm going to
and-
echo what Jonathan and Donovan and Sonny were all saying, and I'm sure
and Sonovan and
Shane will
Jonathan.
agree.
Son of a.
I think there are some major pillars thematically that they need to hit for this to hit the same way that the original games did.
Mhm.
Other than that, there's obviously small things that they'll change to keep the player base guessing, watching the show and go, oh, I didn't expect that, but I still love that. Because here's the thing. People don't want to see these games get adapted to watch a different story.
No.
They want to see the games get adapted so they could passively watch and enjoy the story they loved while it also becoming more accessible to another audience. Because that's like half of the reason I want a good God of War game is because I want people who don't really play video games but watch, I might have said game, I meant show. Good God of War show is I want somebody watch that and go, wow, this is incredible. I understand why you loved it so much as a game. I don't want
It's
you to.
important for it to translate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have I think Assassin's Creed is a good example of they completely changed that movie.
For sure.
I don't think Assassin's Creed's as good as a game story wise as these other things that are
No,
getting
for
adapted.
sure.
But still, they just changed so much of it and it makes you go, why? Like, what are you doing?
We're getting sound off in the chat that the first season of The Walking Dead is 10 times better than the first 2 episodes alone.
It's only
Well,
2
it's-
episodes.
It's 2 episodes.
It's only 2
You
episodes.
can't. First off, you're not going to compare that.
Well, I can tell you for facts.
Give me
That's
10 and
Bradley
10.
in the chat. I know that Bradley is not a fan of having watching basically the same story unfold again. He's not a fan of that.
Fine.
So that's probably got something to do with why he
For sure.
enjoys The Walking
But
Dead more.
But if I'd like to say, give me 10
I hated
episodes.
The Walking Dead. I
Give me-
I
give
stopped
me-
after
either.
2 episodes.
Give me
didn't
9
like
or
it either.
10 episodes of this first season, and then 9 or 10 episodes of the first or second Walking Dead, and we can compare them when they come out. I'll buy you a beer if you think it's better. I don't think it's going to be,
But I got a question.
what's
Oh, we want to know it.
If is there anything that happens in the game of The Last of Us that you couldn't possibly do on the show? There could be a reason why they deviate from the game where it could be too hard to do something and make it come to life.
There's a
on
couple.
TV
There's a
land?
couple things.
That's
There's
possible.
Is that
As
possible?
vague
There's a
as
couple.
possible. As vague as possible. there was something that happens with Pedro Pascal's character. And because he is Pedro Pascal, I have reservations as to whether or not they will
They're
actually do that.
100% going to do it.
See?
I
They
believe they
have
will.
to.
I believe they
have to
will.
to
I
make the
hope
show
they
good.
will. But
Yeah, dude.
Really?
He's making money. He'll be fine.
He was,
Season
a, he was a
4.
Mandalorian.
yeah.
And he came down to Earth to fight the spores. It's
Yeah,
really
dude.
just Din Djarin. That's the big reveal.
Grogu sings in. Could you imagine? And his character, it's we got
I'd be
the
so down.
Do you
Pedro
remember
Pascal multiverse. His character from Wonder Woman 84, he can come along.
Do you remember Preacher?
And wasn't he in,
AMC's
was he
Preacher?
in Kingsman?
You know,
He
they
had the
couldn't-
ropes in Kingsman.
That movie's bad too.
But they
I
couldn't do
love that
everything
one.
in Preacher
I hated
because
that
of
movie.
No.
No.
Channing, he was like the whiskey.
Channing.
One was like bourbon. One was whiskey.
Shane, let me ask you a
You like
question.
Channing?
What's
Are
that?
you a fan of Dungeons
Shining.
and Dragons?
Am I a fan
Do
of
you
it?
do you play like regularly Dungeons and Dragons? I know Shane is he plays Dungeons and Dragons with you.
Oh yeah, we on Wednesday nights.
I don't have a
Yeah.
pop figure to give you. I was just gonna say.
You
we-
guys like Dungeons and Dragons?
Hey,
I have a vague interest. I like dungeons and I like dragons.
you like hot fudge Sundays?
I've always
I
wanted
was
to
gonna
play,
say.
but I can never find a dungeon master here.
You just had one on the phone.
He's like legit.
Oh.
He's like.
He does all that.
Well, he's also not here. He's
he
in
writes
the
campaigns.
I mean, you
He's-
could FaceTime a
Yeah,
story.
he does those.
I don't know how
I
to
don't know
FaceTime
anything about
in the woods.
How's it work?
Earlier this week, I'm so glad we got everybody to get on that. Earlier this week, we got a brand new trailer for Dungeons and Dragons. What's it called? Honor Among Thieves?
I don't know. Come on, dude. What?
But we're going to check out the new trailer starring Chris Pine,
Yeah.
Michelle Rodriguez,
Sure. Oh wow.
Carrot Top. No, I don't know who else is in it.
Carrot Thompson?
No, I don't know.
Now I'll see.
Yeah, come on, man.
On your knees.
CW.
I thought he said onion knees.
Now I'll see it.
Let's do it.
Oh, we got him now! You know what? I'm thinking there are probably sharper stairs somewhere else.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
We're thieves, but we help the wrong person steal the wrong thing and unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known.
The Red Wizards created an army of the undead.
Sounds lovely.
Quite the opposite.
I know, I was being ironic.
I find irony is a blade that cuts he who wields it most especially.
You're not a lot of fun, are you?
I didn't hear one word he said.
We're gonna need a team.
You need cool air.
Follow me to the orifice.
Back to school air.
The orifice?
All right, I like that part.
I'll go last.
That's what I said.
I'll go last.
What?
He missed.
That's female Vin Diesel right there.
No, that's not good.
I gotta see this in 3D or something. Come on.
Aren't you sick of failing? We
Is
could
that
die.
Richard
There's
Gere?
worse things than dying.
Oh, the other guy. Cute.
Is that Miley Cyrus?
I
Miley
lost
Cyrus?
everything that ever mattered to me. And if we quit now, that's for nothing.
I don't want to see you
don't
die,
sound like
which
fun.
is why I'm going to leave the room.
This ends now.
The bridge is protected by an ancient trap. We must not trigger the mechanism.
I may have triggered the mechanism. So, sorry.
Oh, I'm so glad that was over.
Plateau, Rhonda.
Have you guys ever seen Land of the Lost?
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like
Worse than that.
no, I think that movie is bad, but I think it's entertaining. But
Land of the
I
Lost
got
was trying to be a
more-
comedy, though.
Yeah, it was trying to be a comedy. Well, I mean, this is too. I think
is
it
it?
definitely. I mean,
For
he's rubbing
sure.
his rope on the edge of the
Stairs.
trying to get it
Talking
to.
about some Star
He's
Stairs.
okay. This is
I think
fine.
That was trash. I don't. Nah.
I think it could be great.
You don't-
I think
you don't
kids
wanna
could
get a
really
theater
enjoy
to
it.
watch
I don't want to rent a theater to watch
You played
that,
Dungeons
no.
and Dragons and stuff?
I've always wanted to.
But does that piss you off a little bit?
I mean,
they just took. They just took.
It's just everything about the capes and movies. I'm like, come on.
Hey man,
I'm just go
we
ahead.
host a show called Into the West Comics, man. We do
talk about
capes
it.
and stuff.
Dude,
It's
it's
okay,
just-
buddy.
it's
okay.
it's a
Listen,
lot.
Get you
I don't
another
think
drink.
that. I don't think that looks good.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that looks like Thor Ragnarok.
If it was Thor: Love and Thunder.
If it was,
Oh,
well,
okay.
no, because like if you watch like Thor Ragnarok, like the promo for it is a Zeppelin song
Yeah.
that starts it off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They're trying to kind
And
of ape
like
that
it's
a little
filled
bit.
with humor, and then you got this character like Hugh Grant, who's this benevolent leader. They're all inside of a big arena fighting, and they're all trying to take back something that was stolen by witches.
You're like, we've done this already.
I've seen this movie already.
Yeah, I'd be.
And Chris Pine is, I mean, I love Chris Pine. Chris Pine could be in a movie where he's reading a phone book and I'd watch it. I still haven't
Yeah,
seen.
Chris Pine is very charming.
I still haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. Netflix one?
No, not the Netflix
Don't Worry,
one.
Darling?
Yeah, I haven't seen Don't
It's
Worry,
good. I
Darling.
like it. He's good in
fine.
that.
It's fine.
But I do love him as an actor. And there was one scene that I think I said it when we were watching, but he was like, a blade is. And then Michelle
It's
Rodriguez.
very British of you.
And then Michelle Rodriguez
Female
is like,
Vin Diesel.
What?
She goes, yeah, because someone, yeah. I'm all out of love. You're like, what is going on? So it's the worst as an actor. And of course, I'm here sitting in Las Vegas in a studio and not a big Hollywood budget movie. It's
true.
But when you're an
Not
actor and you want to speak dialogue, you have to open your mouth. And
People can hear you.
You go
that drove me nuts. That drives me nuts when I see actors that are like, I'm not saying. What the hell did you just say, man?
I'm a sommelier
I agree.
on Manhattan Island.
I'm going to echo what Bradley said in the chat. I wish some of us were into Dungeons and Dragons because I would be curious to know what someone who loves that
Call Jonathan back right now,
thinks.
man.
Call
And
Jonathan back.
that was my question.
It sucks.
That was
I don't
my
know why
question.
that's my question.
I wonder if this movie is adapted from an actual campaign from Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm
Like,
sure.
if you guys know anything about D&D and if this is an actual campaign, let us know in the chat. We would love to know what this is adapted from, and if not, then we'll see it when it comes out on Netflix.
Well, I guess here's the question.
On Netflix.
You know it's going to be on Netflix a
Would
month
people-
after theater release.
Yeah.
Are the fans of this
Yeah.
this board game and everything that surrounds it, are they happy that it's taking a more comical spin to it, or are they
Yeah, 'cause
like,
it's weird.
I
We
want
don't
this
know
to
that.
be
I
more
heard
serious?
no buzz from the D&D community, and I follow a lot of those guys like Critical Role and College Humor and all those guys who sort of had these because I love watching people play. Like it's
Yeah.
super entertaining,
Yeah.
and you've got these amazing voice actors that also go and do it on these shows and these podcasts, and they're having a ball. And I don't know that I've heard a whole lot of them like, oh, can't wait for this or can't wait
Yeah,
for
that's
that
not
or
good
da-da-da.
news.
I haven't heard any. Maybe it's just because I'm not looking too much into it because there's so much stuff coming out
Right.
that I've been giving my attention to.
Well,
but
that's still a fault of the
haven't-
trailer.
right. I haven't heard
Didn't make
any,
you want to.
But right, I haven't heard any buzz going on about
That's
this from the D&D community. So I mean, D&Ders, if you're out there and you're super excited for this movie, tell us why.
What's good?
Well, I think kind of what is a movie that's an adaptation of something like this? Even with The Last of Us, it's
Battleship.
It's a show. It's a movie that's people want them to go watch and enjoy, but also it's a
Arcane.
vehicle to bring people back to the original thing, right? So this is a vehicle for people to go see the movie and then get people interested in Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
None of us are interested in Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
Did that trailer make you interested in Dungeons and Dragons?
Not even a little bit.
And I think that's a failure on the part of the trailer, right? Because
I would
I
say
can't
so.
speak as someone who enjoys Dungeons and Dragons, but I can speak as someone who isn't against being interested in it.
No.
But that trailer did not make me want to go watch
I
it.
think too for like release schedules, this is kind of like it's kind of in a weird time of the year for it to come out too. This looks like a movie that would typically come out like in August.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
coming out at the end of March.
Well, they probably they might
Spring
know
break.
they might know that it's bad, and they need to put it out earlier in the
You
year.
need something to watch. I
just
mean,
like fill some
I
time.
guess to go to the theater.
Well, because
I don't know, man. I've seen some like filler movies like
Yeah.
Megan, and I watched Plane the other day.
Megan's cool. I heard Plane was good,
Plane was so good.
but still, even so, this is the time of year where production companies move the movies that they're not sure if they're going to succeed, and they put them here because there's not as many big releases that they're surrounded by.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But for this month, like that in March, there's a lot of movies. Both the next two trailers we're going to watch are both coming out in March as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's kind of like they all kind of fit into that category. Like it's like a coin toss whether or not I would go watch this on a Friday night.
Right.
It feels like that for all of these movies that we're going to
Yeah.
see.
I think. Well,
You know.
I'll leave this until we watch those.
we'll leave that till we watch it.
So this is the second trailer. We got 3 trailers tonight total.
Okay.
This is the second trailer. Scream 6. They're in New York now, Sonny.
I was
So-
excited for this one.
So they're gonna change. They're changing the whole vibe around. They're out of Woodsboro, man. They're in the big city. If they can make it there, they can make it anywhere, right? Is that what they
Right.
say?
That's
Is
what
that
they say in the thing.
So here's the trailer for Scream 6.
Was someone just singing?
Yeah, there's.
Please help with your just down to
It's Wednesday.
You got a problem here, guy?
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy, pal.
Oh, so he's a Jedi.
You missed?
Oh my God. There's 2 of them. There's probably 2 of them.
There's 9 of them.
It's Jenna Ortega. She's popular.
That's what I just said. It's Wednesday.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, man. With the sawed-off shotgun.
Look like a regular shot.
I thought it was a slasher film.
It's New Age player.
Wow. Hi.
I had the secret. There's a darkness inside of me.
Oh, good one.
Oh, of course.
It followed me here,
I'm seeing it.
and it's gonna keep coming for us.
Swipe. Right?
We share a certain history.
Oh yeah. What is that?
This isn't like any other ghost face.
Oh, God.
What is this place? We've got to lure him in.
What the
We
hell?
execute him.
They're like, you see, it's a collector.
Was Tony Stark making Ghostface?
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right?
No, it's a collector.
It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
You're the 10th guy to try it?
But there's never been one like me, Gale.
Where's Pamela Anderson?
I'm something
Wrong movie.
different.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
That was the worst
Those were
ADR
blanks.
I've ever heard.
Blanks.
That was the worst ADR ever.
That was definitely a effing. I'm gonna shoot you in the effing head.
Yeah.
You want me. So let's
Seaway.
finish this.
Guys,
I like that scene.
That's spooky.
I like that a lot.
Well, now I know what happens at the end of it, so that's good.
Whoa.
I'm glad the trailer did that.
Not a whole lot of love.
All right.
A whole lot of love.
Shout out Robert Plant.
I would watch that before Dungeons and Dragons.
100
Oh,
times
100
over,
times,
bro.
yeah,
Come
definitely.
on, dude.
I'll probably end up watching that.
No, I'm not mad. That actually looks fun.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a good time. I don't think it's going to be the greatest movie ever, but I think watching
It definitely will.
the Ghostface, yeah,
You're thinking it's gonna be like
yeah. I was being
Avatar?
hyperbolic. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
But I think watching Ghostface in a big open city could be interesting.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
watching people having to deal
It
with
looks
him and
creepy.
fend him off. I know there's a large portion of people on Twitter, Bradley and some of the other people that I follow. They're very interested in this and very excited for this to come out. And you know, if you look at the Scream movies, most of them are pretty good. Most of them are interesting
I love
twist
the
on the
original
genre.
Scream.
And I love
The
the original Scream
ones
too.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I think I'm not excited, but I'm interested.
I'm interested. Damn.
This looks like garbage. This movie looks like the biggest piece of crap I have ever seen.
Tanya-
Tanya said it's better than Batman.
Yeah, Tanya's
Oh
wild.
man.
A sixth Scream movie. The first 2 movies were fun. They are a lot of fun. 3, okay. 4, you lost me. 5? They're doing a 5? 6, Lost in New York. They're taking Home Alone 2 and putting
Home Alone 2
inside this movie. I could care less. We all know what's going to happen, right? He's inspired a bunch of people to be this legacy, and maybe it's
like V for Vendetta.
It's just
we had an
there's some
opportunity.
creepy moments. There's creepy moments in the trailer. The subway thing with them going back and forth. That's creepy. But
Pinhead,
as
Freddy
far as
Krueger,
everything
I
else
like all
is
the other
concerned, I'd rather go see Dungeons and Dragons than go see this movie.
Hot take around the room.
Do you know why?
No, I don't. Tell me, please.
Because Dungeons and Dragons is the first movie of any Dungeons and Dragon movies ever made. This is the 6th Scream movie. Do we need a 6th? Like, I'm screaming as we're talking about this. Do we need a 6th? I don't understand. Like some of these
Shane, do we
movies
need a
that were-
6th
but
one?
I guess so.
We need a Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Is he going to be magic? Like, is it going to be?
No, it's definitely supernatural for sure.
It's going to be totally supernatural.
For
Now, it's
sure.
not just a slasher killer.
No.
There's a guy in a mask movie. He's literally going to be magic now.
Yeah, he resurrected from someone.
And there's no Nev Campbell, I'm assuming, in this movie at all.
She'll probably show up.
No.
She's probably the one in the mask.
She said that she wouldn't be part of it because they weren't going to pay her what she was asking for. So she's not in it. Sorry.
Is Pam Anderson out?
Is Pam Anderson going to be in it?
Do you realize? Okay.
Is she?
Drew Mary Tyler Moore going to be in this one? Drew Barrymore?
Drew Mary Tyler Moore.
Drew Barry
Yes,
Tyler
Drew
Moore?
Mary
Drew
Tyler Moore is
Barry
going to be in
Tyler
it.
Moore.
Drew Carey's in it.
I don't know. I think my horror genre, like the things that I love as far as horror is concerned, more cerebral,
I
more
agree.
like demonic stuff.
Sure.
Like I love Hereditary.
Right.
Like
Hereditary's
that
terrifying.
movie to me is
Terrifying. The school
so
scene when
scary.
he's bro.
all of
More
it.
A24.
Yeah,
type
A24
movies,
has some great horror movies. Like these, like the Halloween movies, the newest revivals, they suck.
They're all going supernatural. They're all
Except
going
the
into
first
this
one.
thing like
The Halloween from a
Hellraiser.
few years ago.
The Halloween 2018, I thoroughly enjoyed. The other two are not good.
I didn't like any of them,
Yeah,
and
the
I
two
didn't.
sequels.
I
Were
like
There was
I like
another-
that one.
brutal.
I like that.
Didn't they do another horror? Oh, they're doing a Hellraiser again. Are
You know why
already-
they're,
they did it.
but you know why they're never going to stop making these, right?
Because they make money.
They make a ton of money.
I know what. I know
They're
why.
cheap to make. They're cheap to make.
Make a
They're an
poop
IP
ton
that
of
everyone
money.
knows, and they're easy money making. Like this movie could
Yeah.
make $200 million at the box office,
It will.
and
Easy.
it
It
will
will.
have
It will.
$150 million.
And do you know why? Because
Um,
Jenna Ortega is in it.
Yeah,
And
she just did
she's
Wednesday,
a
bro. Come
different
on.
audience, and it's introducing a different audience and a different generation of Scream. That's fine. As someone who's been around since the first Scream, not interested.
Whoa.
Okay.
He's
like-
circa early Scream years.
Now, guys, let's not go too crazy here making fun of me, okay?
Wait, what?
Just get like Daddario as like the new
Let's
Scream
not go
girl.
too crazy, Quan, who was there when they first wrote Psycho.
Psycho. I
And you know
thought
they're
that-
gonna
He
redo
just
all
shut
of
my
those.
mic off. I just realized.
I
that.
I don't know why Tanya's in the chat trying to beef with me. Like she came in
She's
here just
beefing,
throwing
bro.
shade at me, like instantly, like calling me by name and stuff. All
What'd
right,
she
Tanya.
say?
She's coming at me. 'Cause she said that it looks better than Batman.
Oh,
That was like a shot at me
That's great.
because she is just a loser,
Good
and
job,
that's
Tanya.
how
Stop
it goes.
it.
Good job, Tanya.
But
Good job.
I think this Scream movie can be good. I
I think it could be better than the last Scream movie.
I never watched it.
They had a lot
Yeah,
of.
say it's good.
They had a lot.
This is good. This could be the best movie I've ever seen.
I
You
ain't
see
seen
the
the
last
last
Scream movie? No.
All right, it's
The
like
one before that?
this is
No.
like Schrodinger's Scream movie. It could be the best movie you've ever watched. You don't know. Can you tell me for absolute certain right now that this won't be the best movie ever made?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Before Top Gun Maverick had come out, would you guys have said that it was going to be the best movie of 2022?
I think that this will be.
Yeah, you go, yes.
This will be the Top
When
Gun
they-
Maverick
when they
of Scream
showed-
films.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. No, I'm gonna die on this hill. When they first revealed the footage of him at Comic-Con and the actors in the jets doing the stuff themselves, and they showed that first like teaser of him pulling and him jerking up and then going off in the plane, I went, this is gonna be a great movie. This is going to be an unbelievable movie. The
movie
fact
was so good.
They're doing this, and these are real jets that's doing this. This is going to be an unreal movie. That's when I knew it was going to be good, and probably one of the better movies of 2022.
Okay, well, we got one more trailer. I want there to be more fighting. I want there to be more fighting.
I'm loving it.
Trailer just came out a few hours ago. It's the second official trailer. I'm kind of excited to see. My expectation for all these movies was still so.
Yeah,
I don't know. This is gonna be what is it? Shazam! Fury of the Gods,
Fury
also
of the
coming out
water.
in March. I don't know if we'll be rushing to see this in theaters
March.
We're gonna see it.
This is Paul's favorite actor ever. It's Rita Repulsa from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Power Rangers! Annihilate everything.
Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
Frank's like, I don't even want to watch it.
You are very menacing. I just want you to know that.
Off top Power Ranger movie.
All of these characters were around before the Power Rangers. I don't know how to.
We had this argument. We had this
It's not an argument. It's just a fact.
Well, then everybody got superpowers.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right, here's the situation.
Who's the Power Rangers? Everyone has a team.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
The Daughters of Atlas.
Children stole the power of the gods.
Is it good?
You ripped it from our father's core.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child.
That's all right.
Your world will not survive this.
You want these powers? Come get them! Hey, Khaleesi!
Come on now.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right.
Started from the bottom, now the
Shout out to Ace in the chat. I'm with you, bro.
One job to do.
Yeah.
Save the world.
100% Ace.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
She's hot.
She is
Sorry.
Do this.
freaking hot.
Take my powers back. You gave them to me so you would take them back, right?
I spent millennia searching for a worthy champion. And you know exactly what must be done.
Billy, what are you doing?
I have to do this.
We end this now. We end this now.
We do.
Power Rangers!
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
That's dope.
That's dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and I are about to argue.
Come on, man.
No,
Come on, man.
no, absolutely not.
Come on, man.
That was in a trailer for Game of Thrones.
That's
Sonny
dope.
would be over there having an aneurysm, but because it was
that's dope.
Shazam, he's
But
like,
yo, come on, bro. What?
I love it. I love it.
He went the
What?
whole Rita Repulsa. I
dude just
mean,
uppercutted a dragon, and Sonny's like, that's
But
lame.
if Jon Snow did it without the cape, it would have been tighter. You know what I mean?
Tanya's getting Charlie's Angels vibes.
I did too when they showed Lucy Liu. I was like, I was like,
Oh my God.
Drew Barry, Tyler Moore.
Drew Barry, Tyler Moore.
and my girl Drew.
That didn't give it to me, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because I'm going into the movie already knowing that it doesn't even matter. There's not even Shazam's not even a thing going forward. You know what I mean?
Come on.
So I don't know.
You guys have lost your
Well,
fun.
I went-
That's gonna be a
It
fun
was
movie.
super
Here's what I did.
Power Ranger vibes.
I went and watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I knew because there wasn't going to be a sequel that it didn't matter, so I didn't actually like it very much. That's what Sonny's saying because
That's
there's
not-
not
it's
gonna,
not the same
because this
thing,
movie
bro.
because
teaching
Shazam
him a
Zachary
lesson.
Levi may not be continuing as Shazam. Therefore, even if this movie's good, you should
That
watch
has
it.
nothing to do with it. It has to do with the fact that they've already announced that none of these characters even matter moving forward.
Matter in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't. If I
it
want to
might
watch
be
a good movie,
It's a cute movie. CGI. Look. Dragons. Capes. Megan Fox or Good or whatever her name was. She's in
Frank,
it.
this was all your idea. You wanted to do
You
this
wanted
show.
this, dude. You wanted to save this for the last one, dude.
Nice.
The movie looks trash. I'd rather go watch, what did we just say over that?
Dungeons and
Dungeons and
Dragons.
Dragons.
I'd watch
Scream.
Dungeons
you
and
are a
Dragons.
No, you
liar.
would not.
You are
I'm
a
like,
liar.
I'm not
Sonny
excited for that one.
Sonny's not going to watch any of these movies.
No, dude, they all crap.
How are we going to not watch any of them? It's impossible.
This guy,
That's
man,
not
Well,
impossible.
you have to keep
dude.
in mind he doesn't like the first Shazam movie, which is a wonderful, fun, good time.
It
of
is
a
Wonderful,
movie.
fun, good time, bro.
It doesn't. Captain Marvel, Shazam, doesn't
Wonderful
go out there
good
and rip people's heads off.
I'm
so
glad
Sonny's
we
not
saved
into
this
it.
for last.
So Sonny's not into it.
No boobs, no blood, man. Come on, man.
Sonny's
man,
like,
hey.
Sonny goes, if you're using the word wonderful, that means
Yo, I'm out. I'm out, bro. I'm out, bro.
I don't
I'm
want
out.
to do
Movie's
it.
fun and a 12-year-old can go and watch it and enjoy it. Oh,
It
must
was
suck.
lame.
But I can't wait for Mario.
Right.
Bro.
I'm like, Mario
I'm
looks
excited
sick.
for Mario. Okay,
Mario's
dog.
gonna be dope.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
Mario will be dope.
I'm not excited for Mario.
If
I
you
don't
go
care.
back, I said I didn't want to watch that either. And when we watched the trailer, so all right.
And who
It-
convinced you?
It changed.
But then you saw the new one.
It looks
trailer.
pretty good. It
Yeah.
looks amazing. I went to Universal Studios. I saw the Super Mario World, all the like cool little drinks. I drank all of them.
Of course you did. Sonny's the
drank
kind
all
of dude
of
that's like, I've never been to this bar. I'll have
was
one of
delicious.
everything. Please, because if I do, then I'll let everybody know what each drink is. He took me to the Golden Tiki
Yeah, he
last
did.
year. And he was like, you got to have their Mai Tai. It's the best Mai Tai you'll ever have. And I was like, all right, cool. I drank it. I'm not kidding. I've been to Hawaii. It's the best Mai Tai I've ever had.
I've been to Hawaii.
But I've had one. I had one of them, and I was like, and the girl was like, "You want another one?" I was like, "I don't know if I can make it out of here if I have another one." These
I'm
are
like, let's get two.
Yeah.
just good
My
time.
ties they sneak up on you.
And then
They
I
sure
order
do.
a bunch of appetizers, dude. I don't know
What
why.
are you talking about?
I go there and go.
You love ordering apps.
Everyone knows. I don't know why.
We got
dude.
tacos and beer. Nobody needs an app. And Sonny's like, we'll take every appetizer on the
Oh, look
menu.
at the inside stuff right now.
You are. Are you
good.
excited for this movie?
I'm
I
excited
am.
for Shazam.
What, Shazam?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for Scream of the
Yeah.
three.
Are you really?
I am.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I am happy that DC is getting all their stuff out that they need to get out this year, so that by 2024 we
Binge
have a
and purge,
clean
baby.
Get it all out. Let's burn it all out, and that way we can
I
get
can't
started
wait.
on a new 2024,
Yeah.
a new DCU that James Gunn. They've got rid of Doom Patrol. They got rid of a bunch of other stuff.
Titans. They canceled
Titans.
Titans.
We're done.
That sucks.
We're moving on. Let's go.
James Gunn said that it
Sorry,
wasn't.
Marcus.
It was something. It was.
canceled Titans.
It happened already
Marcus is pissed
before
about
they
that.
came in and started
Yeah, I
making
know he's
decisions.
pissed
It was
about
already
that one.
decided.
My
It was already
tinfoil
a
hat
thing.
That sucks, dude.
is on.
Yeah.
Here's my tinfoil hat.
Passing the buck.
Yeah.
Somebody at some point has to take some responsibility.
I heard Titans wasn't very
He's
good.
standing up. No, he's coming over now.
He loved Titans.
James Gunn
He talked about
posted the Shazam trailer. So what that means to me is that he is going to continue the Shazam character in his new universe, and Zachary Levi is going to remain as Shazam, and
mean,
Sonny's
that's
going to look like a
possible.
dummy.
It's possible.
Nah, I think
It's
he's-
possible. He could still
That'd
be
be
just.
dope.
He could just be putting on a good face, and like they said, they hedged their bets and said, "Oh well, Ezra Miller isn't necessarily out as the Flash." Bro, you're kidding me. Of course he's out.
Yeah,
We want you to go
yeah, we
see,
get it.
but the movie
We get
comes out
it.
in June,
We
and
get
we
it.
want you to go.
This is good PR. This is like, you know, if Disney never bought Paramount and got all the rights to all this stuff, and Kevin Feige, if Kevin Feige was going through this situation, he would wish all of these movies that were coming out in the slate all the best of luck, because he still works for Warner Brothers. He still works for DC. They still want to make money. The money that they make from these movies are going to help finance the DCU going forward. So is James Gunn going to promote these movies? You bet your ass
Absolutely.
he is, because it's going to be the money that
Because
he gets.
Lobo's gonna look good because of it.
Bingo. Lobo's going to, all of it's going to look good. I have faith in James Gunn. And if I see fire James Gunn one more time in the Twitter feed, nothing will happen, because you people just keep doing it and you've created bots.
Tell him about it, brother.
Pisses me off and I'm done with it.
Shane, real quick,
Yes.
how excited are you for dinner tonight? Because we're all going to be a little
So good.
worked
Listen,
up.
I
I
tell
told
you,
you, dude.
I'm more excited for dinner than Scream, Shazam, Fast and the Furious 27, Wonder Woman 99.
Because you know there's gonna be another Fast
Wonder
and
Woman 99.
There's gonna be another Fast and the Furious. You already know there's gonna be.
oh,
another.
yeah.
Fast 10
I'm
comes out
excited.
in July.
December.
Oh yeah, I'm ready,
July.
baby.
It's the final ride, brother.
We're gonna eat.
Is it?
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, right.
No,
bro.
there's another Fast.
Yeah,
there's
right.
another Fast coming out in
Family.
Fast 10.
Is that the? I mean, is that the one? Like
That's
Tyrese
it.
Tyrese
What
is
does
like,
that
hey
mean?
man, I'm.
I think you're the one.
Is that the one? How do I answer that question?
No, it's like that. It's like the ending chapter. You
But that's
did
what they're
10
saying.
bro. there was
yelling at me.
I'm so sorry. There was no street racing.
My bad. My man's had 3 happy dads.
Bro,
Bro,
you didn't have to do him like that.
yo, you put me out there, bro. I'm drinking a clear cup. It's the first one, bro. No, seriously, there was no
That was an outright lie.
there's no like street racing anymore. I'd like to do
That stopped like 5 movies ago.
That's
Where
what
have
I'm
you been?
saying. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not even about that.
This is awesome.
Is Luda still in it? Luda's still in it.
You bet I'm still in it. When I get up all night. I don't know. Feels
your
like
Luda?
I'm. Oh wait, can't say that word. Can't say dwarf anymore.
It's Donna Chris.
Donna Chris.
Into the comics up in the west. You know that we're doing it because we are the best. I don't.
Sonny, wow. Before he drops his
Worst
mixtape,
Luda. Now that's what I call music.
what do you got? What do you got for the people, Sonny?
Please share this because we had a lot of good times.
Please share this.
Yeah, that was a riot.
I was gonna have fun with clips later on.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for
edit
that.
everything.
Yeah, shout outs to Gorilla Cross, friendly neighborhood podcast. We're down here in downtown Las Vegas. Shout outs to the squad.
702 fool.
Yeah.
Orale.
Orale, way.
Orale, way.
I don't know. What you got, Donnie?
Donovan.
Jeez.
Guys, follow us on our own social medias as well. Into the West Comics. We're on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Paul's going to go over it. But follow us individually as well. At Paulie B, at Frankie Franks, at Sunny Hats, whatever you guys handle. No, I say this. I want you guys to find us on our social medias because we want to hear questions from you guys about what you would love to see on the show. What topics would you like to talk about?
Yeah.
And have us go over.
I said Paulie D.
No, I didn't.
He said Paulie B.
I said Paulie B.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, because that's
why I said it.
Wow. Free Sonny the Hat. Sonny Hat or Sonny the Hat?
Sonny the Hat. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Hatley,
My Lord.
Hey, relax.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
and the FBI is going to come and get you.
All that to say,
you never know what's going on.
all that to say, I love you guys.
I do.
This is the highlight of my week being on this show.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I agree. Is it my turn? I'm supposed to follow that up? Jesus.
Go right ahead.
All right,
Tell them
so
about the socials, man.
all right, so yeah, you can go find us at
Sonny the Hat.
at Into the West Comics on
Change your
Instagram, at Into the West Comics here on YouTube, and on TikTok. We're posting multiple times a week on TikTok now. At Into_Comics on Twitter. We interact with you there. We actually talked to Tom King the other day. That was super cool. And right now, when this live show ends,
yes,
if you go to our YouTube channel, you will find a video titled Thor: The Dark World, Run It Back, with a big tomato on the screen because that movie's not good. And listen to me and Sonny yell at each other over the movie again. So you can go right when this show ends.
More yelling.
Go watch that.
More
Just
yelling.
went live. And we appreciate you guys. The chat was incredible. Bradley, Tanya, Julio, Ace, everyone. We
Gotta
love
shout
all
out
of you
to
guys.
Bradley and Austin. I love those two with all of my heart. They are wonderful people that I've known for a really, really long time. I know that you guys got a lot of your work friends that are also in here. These guys are guys I've known for a while. They are incredible. I love the two of them and their hot takes. They have a lot of them, and I am here for it. So bring it on, gentlemen.
Awesome. Come.
Good looking.
Come
What
get on
you
the
got?
show, man.
I want to say thank you to Jonathan for calling in. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, that
having him
was
call
great.
in.
Frank, you didn't thank your
And-
son.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanked him once.
Thank you, Jared Leto.
Yeah, and I can't wait till he's actually in here with the rest of
He'll
us.
be here a couple weeks.
He can yell as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to
Thank
see
you,
Ant-Man
Jonathan.
with us. He'll be
Love
here for
you,
Ant-Man.
buddy.
Yeah.
I'll buy him a ticket.
What do you got,
Guys,
Frank?
nice. Guys, thanks. We appreciate you guys taking the time to check us out tonight. Stay tuned for this weekend. We're going to have more videos up. As Paul mentioned, we have the Run It Back. It's up there. Should be up there right now because we've gone over. So we will talk to you guys soon. It's taco time. I can't wait for dinner tonight to hang out and just yell some more.
Yeah.
Looking forward
Which
to
is
it.
definitely what's going to happen.
Guys,
Love you
have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
Roll out.
Besitos.
Roll out.
Agenda where it's at,